Joseph Hanna here at No Reserve Classics. Today I'm going to be presenting to you guys this awesome 1968 Camaro RS SS 498 massive cubic inches with a 5-speed Tremec and some Pro Touring suspension. Check it out. All right, well, let's take this baby for a ride. Woo! That sounds good. That sounds really damn good. Really good. Guys, here we are. We're driving in this awesome 1968 Camaro restmod Pro Touring car. 498 cubic inch motor with a 5-speed Tremec, QA1 adjustable coilovers, tubular control arms, and this thing is a freaking dream to drive. Holy crap. Listen to that baby roar. Smacking into gears. The true American dream. And I love the color. Le Mans blue with white stripes, Rally Sport grille, and a Rally Sport 67 or 68 Camaro really does something for me. I know we're all fans of the 69 Camaro, I am too. But when it comes to a Rally Sport 67 or 68, they're so Pro Touring looking. They're a little bit smaller, they handle a little bit better, they're a little bit more nimble, and God, how much fun is this thing? Want a little bit more power? Bang. 4th gear. Oh my God, how good does this car sound? You know, we're always talking about LS's, right? But you'll never get the sound out of a big block Chevy motor like an LS. I mean, they're cool, they sound great, but if you're just looking for that big old fat American muscle to rumble down the road with great handling, this is the car to do it in. And I love how they kept the original appeal inside the car. The old style wood grain steering wheel, interior is completely factory looking, with upgraded modern amenities, of course. You know what? You can drive this car every day back and forth to work. It's very tame in 5th gear. It's simple, it's nice. It's almost like going from 3rd to 5th. It's almost like a whole new car. It's a completely different animal. That's the awesome thing about these 5- and 6-speed modern transmissions. It makes a big old fat muscle car like this with a lot of power a breeze to drive. And I tell you what, I could take some great cornering with this car. It handles really well. I'm gonna take a corner, so I'm gonna drop it to 4th, now 5th. And I can take this corner, and I can spin right into that corner, guys. It's amazing. What an amazing car to drive. Everything works, speedometer works, gas gauge works, oil gauge, water, bolts, vacuum. Very, very well put together car. The interior has been newly upgraded. Well, the seats in here are original. So, I mean, if it was me and I was keeping the car, I'd probably upgrade to a TMI interior. Something with a little bit more bolstered seats to be able to grab you a little bit better. Because you know what? You can corner in this car. And it does corner extremely well. Between the suspension, the staggered 18-inch tires, a great cornering car. Willwood 6-piston brakes in the front. Stops this car on a dime. Does have power brakes. Not only do those Willwood 6-piston brakes look phenomenal, they actually perform. With a car with this much power, I think this thing was dynoed at close to 600 freaking horsepower. That's a lot of horses. But also, with this Tremec 5-speed transmission, again with the Pro Touring and all the upgraded amenities that this beautiful muscle car has, is something you could actually drive on a daily basis. I would drive this car back and forth to work every day. I mean, it's January here in the Northeast. We usually don't have the best weather in January. We were lucky enough to get a upper 40s day, mid to upper 40s day. I'm cruising at about 185 degrees water temperature, which is perfect. I have driven this car when we first bought it on a really hot day, and I think I was under 200. I think I was in the 190s, which was the hottest the car got after about 45 minutes of driving. The car runs properly, runs cool. It's got a massive radiator that has definitely been upgraded. Everything you'd want out of an American muscle car, guys. Pay close attention to this one. All right, guys, let's head on back to the barn and we'll get you guys a bunch more information about this car. I hope you enjoyed this drive. I hope you guys enjoyed that ride just as much as I did. And you could tell from my face, I enjoyed it a lot. Let's talk about the exterior of this beautiful car. First of all, RS SS does have the RS headlight kit in the front and also does have the resto modded kit, which is our infamous angel eyes, LED lighting, and upgraded fog lights with built-in LED turn signals. Chrome on the car is beautiful. Paint lays super flat, and the white stripes on the car are way underneath the clear. Overall, the car stands impeccably. The stance of the car is perfect. You got QA1 adjustable suspension, so if someone wanted to mess around with that stance, they could. Chrome door handles, the pillar moldings, the rocker moldings, rear bumper, all in excellent shape. Le Mans blue, the best color in first-gen Camaros in my opinion. Le Mans blue with white stripes, really done well. You look at the exterior and you got a mirror shine to it. 18-inch American Racing torque thrust wheels that are staggered. You have an 18x8 setup in the front and an 18x10 with 275 tires in the rear. So plenty of rubber to lay that power down to the road. And when you look at the wheels, you stand 3 or 4 feet back, you'll notice that massive 6-piston Wilwood disc brakes with huge 15-inch rotors that really gives it that aggressive look and as well aggressively stops the car. Overall, the exterior has beautiful show car appeal, an old school muscle design look with those American Racing torque thrust wheels, that old school Le Mans blue paint with the white stripes, and a lot of modern amenities so you can get out there and drive this car on a daily basis. Wow. I mean, this engine compartment is impeccably amazing and almost built for a car show. Not only does this car perform well, but it looks beautiful. Looks like a diamond ring. But anyway, be cool, all aluminum radiator, electric fans, which turn on at exactly 200 degrees, which we just found out from our last test drive. And that fan is perfectly calculated and perfectly set up for the drivetrain in this car. As soon as it hits 200, 205, fan kicks on, temperature drops down right away. Absolutely amazing and done and tuned properly. Full billet serpentine system, 498 cubic inch built GM motor with close to 650 horsepower from our understanding. Beautiful pro form polished Chevrolet headers, which looks absolutely amazing. Of course, you got the brake booster, master cylinder, everything chromed out, serpentine system chromed out. Carburetor is immaculately tuned, guys. You do not need to upgrade this car to fuel injection at all. You don't even need to pump the gas. If the car is in a climate-controlled garage, you put the key in the ignition, boom, it starts just like a fuel injection setup. So hats off to whoever tuned the carburetor. It wasn't us, but whoever did it did an absolutely amazing job. Polished intake manifold, and of course, the billet hood hinges, polished billet hood hinges. Everything in this engine compartment, from the inner fenders that were painted a gloss black, which makes the chromed out engine really pop out. The underside of the hood is painted the same color, Le Mans blue, base coat, clear coat, just like the top of the hood. Chrome fender braces, polished heater lines, polished all lines. I mean, absolutely amazing looking engine compartment, something that you could win a trophy at a car show, but again, also performs and functions extremely well. I love the fact that this interior still kept the original appeal of a 68 Camaro, right? Because that's why we all fell in love with these cars, is the interior and exterior of these cars and how they were originally designed in 1968. You got your original style wood grain steering wheel. The car does have a brand new carpet. Seats are in awesome shape. Headliner is in awesome shape. Of course, you got your center console with your Tremec 5-speed. You look at your center console, everything looks completely original, but you look a little closely, you'll notice you got the Tremec 5-speed ball as well as the 5-speed indicator and a wood grain center console to match the steering wheel. You got your RPM gauge right in the center, just like you'd want it. An ultralight RPM gauge right in the center. You got a modern upgraded radio, which sounds pretty good in there, that you could plug your iPhone or a smartphone or have your modern capabilities so you could listen to your tunes. Overall, the interior is very well done, very well put together, and extremely functional. The underbody of this car is just as beautiful as the top of the car. And the first thing that I look for, looking at any first-gen Camaro, is how were the floors done. These cars are subframe cars, they're not full-frame cars. So the floors are very important in structurability. And the floors on this car are absolutely impeccable and just as beautiful as the outside of the car. This is a nice car for you to be able to take to car shows, throw some mirrors underneath it, and be extremely proud of what you have. You have tubular control arms in the front made by Scorpion, phenomenal, QA1 adjustable coilovers, and a very tight steering system. You do have a blow-proof housing over there and a Moser-built rear end, which really holds the car down to the ground. Now, the exhaust system on the car. The exhaust system on the car is perfectly tuned and sounds awesome. When you're going through those shifts on that 5-speed Tremec manual transmission, you'll be able to really hear that exhaust and it sounds phenomenal. Now let's talk about the rockers on the car. The rockers also are in awesome, awesome shape. Check out the photos. We have close-ups of the rockers and you'll be able to really understand the quality of this car. Everything on the underside has been professionally detailed and is in impeccable shape. Pay close attention to the photos. If you guys or gals out there are looking for an awesome first-gen Camaro with some old-school muscle, some old-school big block muscle, but you want to be able to drive and enjoy the car on a daily basis, or maybe drive it long distance, pay close attention to this car. Not only does it look beautiful, but it performs just as beautifully. Joseph Hanna here from No Reserve Classics. If you're interested in this car or some other cool, awesome resto mods, check us out on noreserveclassics.com. Don't forget to like and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. And if you just want to watch some super cool videos of us toying around and having fun with these resto mods, check us out on YouTube.